There is no denying Bonnyrigg White Eagles deserve to finish premiers, finishing 5 points clear of Blacktown. The Eagles were back in the elite competition of New South Wales just 2 years after playing in the Super League, a fitting tribute to coach Brian Brown. The last round 5-1 demolition of bottom club West Sydney Berries gave the Eagles faithful great hope for the finals. Blacktown finished second in the Premier League, just 1 point clear of Sydney United and Apia. In the major semi, Joel Chianese gave Blacktown the perfect start in the 13th minute, but 7 minutes after the break, Luca Glavis levelled terms. Blacktown's afternoon took a turn for the worse with Matt Priscello sent off, and in extra time, goalkeeper Brodie Crane was red-carded as well. But somehow the locals survived, and it went to the dreaded penalty shootout. The shootout was locked at 4-4 before experienced defender Mirko Ural stepped up with the last kick. It was the cheekiest of penalties, but one which secured a 9-man Blacktown victory 5-4 on penalties in the major semi-final. Bonnyrigg had their first taste of finals football in Week 2, hosting Blacktown. The victor would become the first side to qualify for the grand final. 3 key Blacktown players were missing, including the league's top scorer, Tolgay Ozbey. But Blacktown delivered a telling lesson in finishing, with Joel Chianese scoring twice in the first half. The second half was just 7 minutes old, and Blacktown edged one step closer to a grand final berth through Jordan Simpson. The qualifying final was put beyond doubt in the 87th minute, courtesy of Chris Bedzo. Final score, Bonnyrigg 0, Blacktown 4. The preliminary final brought together 2 of the heavyweights from the western suburbs of Sydney, Bonnyrigg and Sydney United. The Eagles had beaten United twice during the regular season, but found themselves down a goal inside 7 minutes, as Luca Glavis beat the offside trap. But such is the fighting qualities of this Bonnyrigg side, Brad Boardman showed why he's such a lethal finisher in the 22nd minute. And Daniel Severino blasted home to make it 2-1 just 2 minutes later. In the second half, it could have changed but for the brilliance of Eagles goalkeeper Phil Zabax, who has made an amazing recovery from a serious head injury. Typically, Daniel Severino ensured Bonnyrig's path to the grand final in injury time with a trademark free kick to make it 3-1. The Premiers did it the hard way, but they will now get their chance for revenge against Blacktown.
Not many teams can win the minor premiership in the grand final. It's a tough ask, but I think this team's up for it.
So the Premiers Bonnyrigg lined up against the second place Blacktown in the grand final. Blacktown held a slight 2-1 advantage in the head-to-head battles this season. All the ingredients for an exciting match.
It was now down to the grand final showdown between the Bonnyrigg White Eagles and Blacktown City. 2 years ago, the Eagles were playing in the second-tier competition in New South Wales, while Blacktown was in a financial crisis, its future uncertain.
Well, it's a completely different game to 2 weeks ago, but I think, you know, if we press hard and we all work together as a unit, we'll be very tough to beat, and we're going into the game very confident.
We had a very good team talk just then. Bomber, I think, sent a few shivers down everybody's spine, so I'm really looking forward to getting out there on this. It was a very beautiful day too, so looking forward to it.
Parramatta Stadium was the perfect setting. The playing conditions could not have been any better. Blacktown was in search of a grand final double following the under-20s extra time 4-2 win against Sydney United. After the pre-match formalities, it was Blacktown who created the first attacking move, as Joel Chianese made the run down the left and then crossed for the league's top scorer, Tolgay Ozbey. At the other end, Bonnyrigg midfielder Shane Webb was at the back post as Daniel Severino whipped in the corner. 10 minutes in, Blacktown looked set to take the lead. The woodwork kept Tyler Simpson out the first time, and then Eagles goalie Phil Zabax denied him with a brilliant save. Severino was also trying his best in the dead ball situation, but Brodie Crane was in a confident mood. In the 27th minute, Ozbey defied the offside trap, and it was once again left to Zabax to produce a great save. Just a minute later, defender Graham Forbes met Severino's corner, but somehow the ball was kept out. It was certainly not a place for the faint-hearted, as Bonnyrigg midfielder Jamie McMaster found out. 5 minutes before the break, Blacktown midfielder Mitchell Long was fouled, and Ozbey elected to go for goal with a free kick. No goals in the first half, but not through lack of effort, and the tension was certainly building. The halftime entertainment was innovative, a sprint challenge involving all the New South Wales Premier League clubs. It was a close call, but Sydney Olympics' Daniel Zeleny was the winner. Whatever was said by Bonnyrigg coach Brian Brown at the halftime break certainly worked. First 20 minutes of the second half belonged to the White Eagles. There were strong claims of handball against Blacktown defender Luka Dukic, while McMaster tried his luck in the 63rd minute. Ante Dua came on for the injured Joel Chianese in the 22nd minute, and he had Blacktown's best chance to open the scoring after the break, but once again, Zabak stood firm. In the 77th, the breakthrough did come in perhaps a most unexpected fashion. The Blacktown defence was under pressure again. A quick release by Crane found Travis Major, who played the perfect ball to Dua. Eagles defender Graham Forbes committed the foul and Blacktown had a penalty. The Premiers were down to 10 men as Ozbey stepped up for the spot kick. He scored his 22nd goal in just 21 appearances in 2010. Ozbey would go on to be named man of the match. He was certainly on a mission, desperate to put the issue beyond doubt. To their credit, a 10-man Bonnyrigg mounted plenty of pressure in the closing stages. There was just enough time for one more opportunity. Severino's 92nd minute free kick was met by defender Wade Oostendorp. What a finish to the 2010 Grand Final. But Blacktown City held on for a 1-0 victory.
It's a great achievement for the squad that we've had this year. We've had our ups and downs. We've had probably 27 players come through our club this year, and we lost a lot of them along the way, and it's a credit to the character of the players. Well, we played against a team that was probably the best team all year in Bonnyrigg White Eagles, and we managed to get up, so it's very satisfying.